What's going on, crew? How are you? K-Crusher back with another video for you today and another tutorial video. I figured this track is still fairly new-ish and this week is going to be bad. If you're an IMSA driver, it's not a good week. Or if you're a VRS series driver, it's not a good week. But I decided out of the tutorial track car combos I could do, GT3 at Long Beach, which is IMSA. It is also GTEs and LMP2s. I figured do this one instead of Lime Rock. A lot of people have already driven Lime Rock. Lime Rock is a free track. A lot of the time I got to play it when I first started playing iRacing was in the Mazda series. So a lot of people already know Lime Rock, got a general idea. Not a lot of people know Long Beach still. And we're going to show you a practice lap that I did to help you, or hopefully help you, with your times. Again, as we did in the Hockenheim video, it's as I say, not as I do, because I did better with the apexes, I promise, but my speed was horrible. So you don't want to aim for my speed, you want to be aiming going faster. But the gearing is perfect, and some of the corners are actually quite good too. So we're going to do BMW M4 GT3 prototype at Long Beach. Best times are going to be about 118-ish, somewhere in the 118s. And then some of the better ones, the elite ones, are going to be the 117s. My lap was only a 122.6 or something like that. So here we go. Long Beach, start-finish line. It's a nice long straight. We can just get right into it. Stop right here. So as I always do in my tutorial videos, I turn the driving line on for you guys so you can get an idea where to brake and where your braking zone should be. If you choose not to use a driving line, that's fine, but we'll take the driving line, compare it to the signs, and then you can do yours from here. I didn't brake early here, but I did brake hard to make sure I made the corner because I wanted to make this a good lap to at least demonstrate the line. So right here, 500, I don't even know if that's 500 feet, or it doesn't look like yards. 500 is the marker you want to hit here, right around here. The other thing you could use is the two 500 markers also in this car, the set of lights up there as well, which is where I actually started braking, but you don't really need to start braking until about here. Be careful on the right-hand side, that's pit exit. You're going to see cars there all throughout IMSA this week. And it could be messy when you get up to this corner because the rejoin for pit lane is right here, where that blue cone is on the right-hand side. That's where people will be rejoining. This corner here, though, after you come down, max speed, hard braking, hard downshifting. As you can see, second gear is where you're going to want to be. Second gear, and you want to catch right up on this curb, which is a perfect entry right there. If you catch that in a medium second, you should be able to make this corner easily and come out just to the right of the line is where you want to aim for speed-wise. Not right on the line, but close to that wall where the Acura signs are, but not right against it, obviously. And then come around this corner after second. You don't have to shift up to third gear here. You can leave it in second the whole time. You might hit the limiter, so you might want to be careful. In a GTE, likely you're going to be in second gear when you get to this point. But then as soon as you get here, which, let's see, what can we use here? The King, what is that over there? The King Taco sign? The tacos. So right around the King Taco sign, start braking here and drop down to first gear. Whether you're in third, drop down to first. I always go third to first because then you're in a low first when you get here. But drop all the way down. Now, when you enter this corner, you want to be right up against this wall. You want your mirror to almost scrape that concrete wall over on the, well, actually, I can just point to it right there. Right there. That Firestone sign right there, you want to be right up against that. You see how my mirror just brushes up against it? You want to hit that corner there. And then you want to be down into first gear, a low first, because this is a really slow corner. This is where a lot of accidents are going to happen. My recommendation is if you drive LMP2 only, take this week off. Because you're not going to get around here safe 9 out of 10 races you do. And if you do one, it'll be from the back. GTEs, GT3s, and GTEs are even pushing it a bit. I was doing when I was testing some of my setups, I was testing them in the BMW GTE. And it was tougher. It's tougher than the GT3. The GT3 you can get around here, though. You want to have your right tires right up against the fountain. Even you can even catch the fountain a little bit and hit that little lip there and bring the car up, pop it up. Did I pop it up here? No. You could pop it up a little bit on that lip to get a faster exit out of here. Just don't put the whole side of the car up on the fountain because you'll spin it. But you can get 2 wheels up on the little lip there and you'll be fine. All right. Coming out of here, you want to be back on the accelerator right around here. But just lightly, about 50%, because you're going to want to catch, again, the concrete, the mirror right up against it, and then come out with a sharp left. You want to get up to second gear. Here, for myself, and expert drivers will do better with this, they'll just let off and go around the corner. I blip my brake a little just to stabilize the car coming up here, so then I can get right into here and put my 2 right tires up against that curb and even ride it a little bit around this corner. Back on the throttle around here, probably about 70, 75%. If you go 100, you're going to hit that no parking sign over there on the right-hand side. You don't want to do that. But if you get about 75%, you can get into here. Now here, you should be straightened away, 100%. But then almost immediately at the speed sign, maybe even, I lift here. I don't blip the brake here. I just straight lift. Now here, when this track first came out, you could completely cut this corner off. You can't do that anymore, but you can get 2 tires into the right of that red and white paint. You can get 2 tires to the right there, safe. Now, here's the thing about this. When you're coming up over this, when you let off the throttle to make this corner, you do not want to be back on it here at the apex. Because if you do, you're either going to end up in your mother's wall over there, or end up on the far right-hand side after you spin. You're going to want to stay off it until you've done bouncing around here. Even at that speed and letting off, you're going to come close right here to this Acura sign. And you want to exit this corner for maximum speed. I didn't maximize the speed, but I did get the line right. And you want to just get past here, but still going over this way a little bit to that concrete wall. And then you want to be here, back on the throttle full 100%. You want to boogie down here to this next turn, which is going to be a left-hander. This one you're going to be hitting in about 4th gear, I want to say. Between the right around the 300 sign is where you want to be braking here. You're not going to have enough speed to need that 400 sign. In a GTE, it'll be about 325. You want to start braking. It's the 300 mark here. 300 down to 2nd gear. And then again, the biggest thing about Long Beach and making up as much time as you can on Long Beach is how close you can kiss the side of your car and your mirrors to the concrete. It'll make you so much speed on this track. It's insane. I did it again here, but I didn't get in far enough. But you can get your tires right up against that concrete over there, give you a fast exit onto a wide road here, and you want to use most of it going over to the right, straightening out, and back on the throttle here. You see the speed going up now. Back up into 3rd gear here. Straighten it out. It is a little tricky coming up over this hill. You can spin it. If you're 100% when you're through the apex, if you go 100% to that right-hand side, you're going to spin it. You want to be about 75, 80%. That should get you through it. And then once you're straightened out and going this way, you're back to 100. Up to here. Just after the 300 mark, you want to be braking because you're only going down 1 gear to 2nd. And again, it's all about this corner here you can cut. This corner here you can get everything over onto the right-hand side. And you want to kiss that corner over here too. You want to kiss the concrete there because you want to exit right after that modal sign. So that's a set of tires along those signage there. And it's concrete wall. So you got a little extra space. You want to come out. Now, I didn't come out as fast as I could there. That's where I lost a lot of time. You want to come out just scraping your mirror up against that modal sign, but just after it. And then get through it. And then you want to be this close to this concrete wall when you come through here. All right. big straightaway. But early braking here. Early braking just after the 500 mark, before the 400. So in a GTE, I'm going to say the 500 marker. All right. Here, about 450. Start braking here. And the reason being is because when you're braking in this straight line, this has to be straight line braking. You have to be completed your braking at the speed you want to take this corner before you start turning the car. This section of road is very, very bumpy. So you want to be done braking. I'm done braking. I'm done dropping. So now I'm just coasting through this corner. The bumps aren't making me lose control of the car. I'm coming around the corner and full throttle. No upshift after you've successfully done that turn and straightened away. You want to stay in second, but then just completely let off the throttle through here. Let off, staying off, just coasting around this corner. Make sure your tires are constantly on this curb, especially the second one. The first one is a little less important. This one here is a little less important, but it does help. It does help your time. That one there, get on it. This one here, you want to be as far left as you can be to take control, because this hairpin is a pain. This hairpin is a pain. You want to be, just get your car straight when you've done that second corner. Get it straight, downshift, and being as low as 1 and slow as you could be. I'm down to 48 kilometers an hour. Hanging is right. I will show you this from a different angle as well. I could have been closer there. I could have been a lot closer there. Right? You want to be not up against it, but definitely with your tires on the white and red curb. All right? But still, that's not too bad. I got a good exit out of here. And then you're on the throttle all the way down to the final straight. And there you go. A lap of Long Beach. But again, my strong recommendation is if you drive LMP2 only, you don't own a GTE or GT3, don't do this race this week. The LMP2 will kill you more often than not around here. It's too wide. There's no room to pass. So, for an example, let me rewind you all the way back here. I want to give you an example as to why the LMP2 is really bad here. GTEs you can get away with. LMP2 is just bad. Just really, really bad. Okay, so you're coming down to here. Say you're starting to come up behind a GT3 right here. At this point, if you've not passed him one way or the other, you're stuck behind this guy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corners. Because there's no room to pass. For the next 5 corners, I'll show you the next place you can pass going through here. You're not going to get a chance to get left there because, look, he cuts it off there, and then cuts it off there. You've got no room to pass it yet. Maybe a dive bomb here if you got a really good run, but not likely. You're not going to make it here because you're going to miss this corner altogether and how bumpy it is. And then this part here. The next 2 corners you could pass. And we all know most LMP drivers, I don't care what split you drive in, most LMP drivers are not very patient people. Especially if they're in a position fight. They're not going to be patient people for whatever split they're in. They're going to want to get by and try and build a lead. So, yeah. LMP2, not so much. GT3 and GTE, yes, there's a speed difference, but it is low enough of a speed difference that, like, even this week, the best times in GT3s are going to be 218s, high 217s. GTEs are only going to be in the low 216s, high 215s. So they're not going to be a big, big, big difference in time. So if a GTE is stuck, or if you're in a GTE stuck behind a GT3, if you play it smart, you can still maintain a large chunk of speed hitting that section and then get your pass on this straightaway or the next turn after this one and not lose too much time. In an LMP2, you're losing too much time. So that's just a recommendation. You do you. You do you, boo. But GTEs, GT3s should be your focus for this week at Long Beach. Hope this helps you out. Hope this helps get you through a rough week of IMSA and VRS. VRS is at Lime Rock, and I don't know why. I haven't figured that out. A 47-second lap for 40 minutes. Like, no. Just no. But I hope that helps you out. Thank you guys for watching the video. Remember, if you guys do like these videos, don't forget to hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell so that you can see whenever we go up with another video. We did a Hockenheim tutorial video. We did a painting tutorial video. I hope you guys enjoyed those. And you guys do seem to like these tutorials. So hopefully this helps you out. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck in your IMSA race this week at Long Beach. And we'll see you guys in the next video.